Some of the guys in my comments said that I was reviewing too many good films and they'd built up too big a list and they'd never get around to watching them all. So I'm going to do a few bad ones for a while, starting with this one. I've been a film critic for a bunch of newspapers, including the Canberra Times, for about 2 decades, and I've thought long and hard over the years about what kind of critic I want to be. I love film. I'm a big cheerleader for all kinds of cinema, and even when a film is middling to average or even bad, there's usually something to look out for. That lone good actor standing out in mediocrity, or some really wonderful camera work surviving the uninspired direction. And when I'm writing reviews for a film at that lower end of the spectrum, I'm still a bit of a cheerleader. I don't need to absolutely hang crap over something. You can make that apparent in a sentence, and then you can spotlight the promising moments. I'm usually thinking of the person who's being forced to go along and watch something and giving them some kind of context, social or historical context, that they can look out for when watching the film. It's at least a year's work making a film by dozens of people. It's not a drawing that you could throw out in an afternoon. People don't deserve to be rewarded for putting bad art out there, but they'll certainly be punished by people not watching it. But everything is a learning opportunity, and just maybe your words as the critic are like the teacher's red pen on your essay. So that's how I felt about Get a Life OK from 2022. Look, in no way could this be mistaken for good art. This was Sydney director Joy Hopwood's 3rd feature film, and the Get a Life All Right of the film's title is the name of a fictional, though familiar, that's my dog's tip-tapping, though familiar children's television program with aesthetically lovely 20-somethings singing and dancing, songs about peace and harmony. It's like Joy was imagining some kind of backstory for the kids who make up High Five. An Indian restaurant delivery driver comes onto their TV show set, makes friends with the cast, and then weirdly at the halfway mark, the story actually turns and becomes about that driver who moves to Bollywood and becomes a star. It is not great writing, but I did appreciate the children's television-inspired music, produced by Paul Wiltshire, who worked on 90s acts like Human Nature and Delta Goodrem and Vanessa Amorossi, with lyrics by Jay Hopwood and Roy Nicholson, filmed and choreographed like I was watching that old Sunshine After the Rain video from the early 90s. I wouldn't particularly recommend this, but there are things to look out for.